Senator Abba Moro, to highlight the problems of communal clashes between our people and amongst our people. As the senators representing Ebonyi North Senatorial District and Benue South Senatorial District, we are here to brief you on recent security concerns that have substantially threatened the peace and development of the people of Ohaukwu and Ado local governments in our senatorial districts. On Monday, the 12th day of April 2021, herdsmen invaded Umuogudu Akpu Community in Ngbo in Ohaukwu local government of Ebonyi State and gruesomely killed over 12 innocent indigenes, burnt, destroyed over 56 houses, and kidnapped 5 persons. We condemn in the strongest terms this senseless, gruesome murder of our people and wanton destruction of property, and we urge security operatives to move into the affected communities and secure lives and property of the people. On Ngbo Aguilar land dispute, there have been sustained efforts on our part to finally settle the land dispute and restore lasting peace between the Ngbo people in Ohaukwu local government area of Ebonyi State and the Aguilar people in Ado local government of Benue State, which have lingered over the years. Motions have been raised on the floor of the Senate, resolutions passed by the Senate, and efforts sustained at the state and federal levels to ensure that lasting peace is restored between the two communities. We know that both communities have embraced the proposed rebeaconing and delimitation exercise by the National Boundary Commission. We therefore urge that the exercise should be carried out with dispatch to finally put an end to all the boundary-related crises in our senatorial districts. On the Effium crisis, which started in Effium community in Ebonyi State and spilled over into Ado local government in Benue State because of the presence of Ezas and Efformites in Ado local government area, it is regrettable that the crisis is yet to be contained, leading to the relocation of some Effium and Eza people to neighboring communities, both in Ohaukwu local government of Ebonyi State and Ado local government of Benue State, thereby creating apprehension in those neighboring communities. The abduction of 5 elders from Udum community of Ulai district, Ado local government area, before Easter Sunday heightened the tension between the affected communities. However, the timely intervention of the government to contain the situation has prevented any form of retaliation or reprisal. It was resolved that the traditional councils of Ado local government area should reach out to the elders and traditional leaders of our local government to broker more peaceful negotiations and resolution of the matter. We therefore call on the governments of Benue and Ebonyi states to put in greater efforts and in collaboration with relevant federal government agencies, take immediate practical steps to ensure immediate release of all abducted persons and restoration of lasting peace between the affected communities. We request the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to provide relief materials to the families of the victims and displaced persons in the affected communities. We urge our people in the affected communities to please apply restraint, avoid all forms of violence, and maintain peaceful coexistence. Rest assured that we shall do everything within our power and influence to ensure the restoration of lasting peace in the affected communities. Thank you.
I said, before I even became a governor, the land issue had been there all along. So the effort with the both governors, as it were, have always been on this issue.
Well, I think that the bottom line is that the crisis has been a lingering one. And because it's snowballing into violent clashes between our people and the killing of people, especially with the new dimension of herdsmen attack on farmers, which can be misinterpreted, we decided that we should take this matter up and urge, especially the National Boundary Commission, to ensure the early demarcation of the boundary between Ebonyi and Benue State.
I think from all that has been happening and established the boundary. This, I believe, in a greater extent, could have resolved this issue. The boundary issue is something that has always been a problem, not just between Ngbo and Agala people and many other communities, not just in our 2 states, other states. This boundary issue has been always lingering. So, and the moment the boundary commission comes up with, without looking at because these boundaries have existed before now, the real boundaries. Now we have what they call political boundary, which doesn't solve the issue because the people know where the boundary is. But for obvious reasons, people don't want to say the truth. And because of that, once there's no justice, when there's no justice on any matter, problem must always be there. But once you maintain the truth and make sure that justice, everybody will know that this is fair to everybody, and the people will now adjust accordingly. So it behoves on the Boundary Commission to step into the matter and do the needful so that this senseless crisis and killings will stop.
Basically, therefore, I think the motive towards the lingering boundary crisis. The interesting thing about the whole situation is that we have Ezas in Benue and Ezas in Ebonyi. We have Izis in Ebonyi and Izis in Benue, and we have Fion people in Benue and Fion people in Ebonyi State. So, essentially, given the nature of the crises that have erupted over time, the spillover of one crisis into another, I think we can just conclude that the crisis is actually one of a boundary and adjustment of the boundary. Once it's properly adjusted, I think there will be peace in the place. And by the action that 2 of us have taken today to address you on this matter and to assure our people, you can be sure that we are determined more than ever before to ensure a lasting solution to the lingering problem.
One last question. My name is Moses Iliga from Ipaya.
As lawmakers, I think that the National Boundary Commission, that is statutorily empowered by law to demarcate or delimit the country, certainly has the mandate to do that. And we as lawmakers believe that with sincerity they can do the job, and therefore we have confidence in them.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.